All right, so I wanted to create this video just to show people what safe on block actually means. So this term gets thrown around, and as an absolute beginner to the game, it was kind of unclear what this actually meant. But what I found fascinating is I was watching a Sajam video, and it was an old video, and he was demonstrating how to figure out whether which are good moves, what the startup and recovery and everything was, but he didn't have frame data. So the training room in the game that he was using didn't have the frame data like you see down at the bottom here. And the frame data can be really confusing to beginners. So one way to think about it is, and I'm sure way back when I started playing fighting games, they had to you actually had to have your friend sit there and control the second player to figure out what the game would actually do when you press certain buttons. But so to pretty much all of Cammy's moves are safe on block. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the frame data, some of the moves she won't have recovered from performing the moves before her opponent will have recovered from either being hit by the move or blocking the move. So safe on block means that your opponent will block the move and will you recover before they can act. Now, that doesn't tell the whole story because there's spacing involved. And that's a lot of jargon and a lot of terms for you to absorb right now. But what I'm trying to illustrate here is what that actually means. So I have Jury set to do her fastest normal. And in response to any attack, well, she's going to block and then she's going to do her fastest normal in response to any attack from Cam. So if I just hit a jab and hit block, then I block the attack. So in this case, it's because I've recovered in time to absorb that attack, right? So, but I have moves that take longer to recover from. For example, the medium kick. So you can see if you know how to read frame data, well, actually, I'm plus right there. But spacing comes in. So here it is. If you look, Jury recovers, and she actually can get her. Like if I press up on the controller, she can get that jab out before my character jumps, right? So I'm actually minus there. I'm minus 1 frame if I'm reading that. Yeah. Oh no, I'm minus. So you count from the end of the yellow frames on the bottom is Jury, and you can see that last frame has got a white kind of border around it. So then you count between that 17. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So technically, there was enough disadvantage there for Jury to get that hit in, but I'm not close enough. Even from here, if I go up right next to her, boom, the pushback on this move means she can't hit me even if I don't hit block. So you can go through all of your moves and see, can Jury block? I'm sorry, can Cammy block? Even with heavy punch. Okay, like look at how disadvantaged I am on heavy punch. It doesn't matter. So, let me see. Yeah, see, I can block that. The only move that I've found, or actually there's 2. So it's her heavy kicks, but she has her regular heavy kick. Okay. Her regular heavy kick is safe, but she has forward heavy kick, which gets hit. And then I think it's crouch heavy kick. Like even from this distance, forward heavy kick gets smacked, right? And you can see it come up as punish counter. So if I hit with the heavy kick, just the standing heavy, that's not a punish counter because I got hit after I'd already recovered, right? So that means I could have blocked. If you don't see that punish counter come up, then I could have blocked, see? But if I do the forward heavy kick, boom, she gets a punish counter because she hit me during the recovery of my move. I hadn't yet got myself back together to where I could block from performing that move. So that move is unsafe on block, right? Now, building from that, what in Street Fighter they say, is it safe on block? They don't mean that are you safe from getting hit, right? So in a manner of speaking, all of these moves, in exception of the heavy kick moves, are safe on block because I can block before she can get to me. But what they really mean in Street Fighter is it safe on block? Is, are you safe to perform another move, right? So that's a completely different animal. So if she can get to you before you have time to recover, and then you, sorry, just had a brain fart. So if you start to perform another move, so, you know, for example, that is so-called safe on block. But if I wait until it's time for me to perform another move, then I'm definitely getting hit, right? Because I'm not guarding. I'm actually, see, I'm getting nailed there. So that's another way of thinking on safe on block. So that's to demystify the terminology. You know, are you safe if you hit them and they block, are you safe to perform another move is another way to think of it. So there was one other thing that I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, the jabs. So then you have, there's a third component to this, and that's that, you know, from the performing another move part is the jab. We noticed, you know, Juri can hit me back pretty quick, but because Cammy's jabs link together, so her standing jab links together with another jab, and so if she tries to hit me out of that, then I don't have to worry because I'll actually catch her trying to hit with the second jab because I don't have to wait for the recovery, and it goes like this. See, because Juri is programmed to block the first one and try to go with the second move. Even if I set Juri to block all, but have a block reversal, which basically means that when she blocks, she tries to hit after she blocks an incoming attack, right? That's what block reversal means in training mode. So I can hit her out of that. Even I think her crouching, yeah. See, her crouching pick links. And if you look at this bar above Cammy's head, normally you'd have to wait until that bar turns green there at the left-hand side before I can act again. But you'll notice with the jabs, I don't have to wait. Don't have to wait with that kick either. And I can go down, I can go, you know, all those moves link together, right? See? So there's a lot of pressure here you can do. And if she tries to mash out of these pressure strings, you're going to get a counter hit. Or not a counter hit. Yeah, you're going to get a counter hit. You can see it on my left side of the screen. Okay, so that's my spiel on safe on block.